much better than a carcinoma. So we resort to some markers which we apply on the slides cut from paraffin blocks, and by applying these markers we can differentiate various types of tumors. Now in pediatric oncology we have round cell tumors. Again we have doubt whether it's a rhabdomyosarcoma or a lymphoma or a PNET Ewing. So by applying markers we can differentiate. Again sometimes we have metastatic disease, but the primary is not known. The disease is spread all over the body, but the origin is not known. So by applying markers on biopsy from any site, we can try to prove the origin of such a disease, and that helps us in giving better treatment, because we can choose our drugs according to the origin point. So the treatment may be little, more targeted to that particular organ of origin. Similarly, we can do immunohistochemistry to find out receptor status, like in breast cancer. If hormone receptors are positive, we can offer hormonal treatment, like tamoxifen is a commonly given drug. So if these are negative, then tamoxifen doesn't work. So we have to know that whether these markers are positive or not, and that helps us in, we can make our treatment more better and targeted in this scenario. Again, we have now very lot of targeted drugs coming up. Now HER2 test in breast cancer and CD20 marker in lymphomas. So we have now monoclonal antibodies available for these markers. So if these markers comes out positive on the biopsy, we can offer these targeted medicines to such patients. Now there is another technology, that is microarray technology, where we are studying genes of a particular cancer in the biopsy block, and by studying these genes we can further differentiate different subtypes of that cancer. Now for example, breast cancer is not a single type of disease. So where ER/PR is positive or HER is positive or negative, so we have various sub-classifications, and the prognosis varies a lot between these subtypes. So as these technologies become more cheaper and commonly available, we can tailor the treatment according to the genetic profile of the particular cancer. So this is at present very costly test, but gradually, when more and more labs come up and adopt these tests at local level, so this would become come in reach of most of us. Now, this is an example of this test, Oncotype DX, and so sometimes we have a very good profile breast cancer where nodes are negative, hormone receptors are positive. So if the recurrence score on this test is low, we can offer only hormonal treatment to such patients and avoid chemotherapy. So how these tests are helping us in that we can avoid giving toxic chemotherapy treatment to a certain subgroup of patients where the test shows that recurrence score, that chances of relapse are low. So only hormonal tablet would help us in such cases. Now I'll just devote one slide to what has happened in field of radiation. Now this is IMRT technique. So I'll just give a brief concept of what is happening here. Conventionally, cobalt machines are available, were available in a lot of our radiotherapy units in medical colleges, where